Hi, everybody. I'm Jamie Vaughn with CCM Magazine, and we are on this location today with MercyMe. Hey, guys. How are you?
Good. We're great.
Good. So we've got a new album coming out, Inhale, Exhale. How did that name come about?
Well, we spent about 2 years making the record. The first single was Almost Home, which will be a year and a half old by the time the album releases. And we had a different album title. I think it was called Spaceman. And then the pandemic hit, and everything just felt like it needed to, change. And it just, so much time had passed. And we kind of started over on the album, and we kept talking about how we wanted the album to give people a chance just to take a deep breath and remember what matters. And so I guess we said it enough to where the title became Inhale, Exhale. And then the cover is like a set of lungs, which somebody's like, did you plan that? I was like, well, I mean, we didn't plan. We weren't necessarily thinking of COVID. I was thinking of Inhale, Exhale, but then when it came up, we did like make sure, okay, this is okay, right? Like, yeah, I was gonna take it the wrong way, but anyway, it's cool, and the album's kind of become this kind of timestamp for the season that we're in, and so yeah, we hope it brings a little bit of healing to some people. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, I saw the album cover and didn't even think about it.
Oh, good. Okay. Good. But now I do.
Now that's all I see.
I've seen through a bunch of artists that we've talked to over the past year that this time of downtime with their families and downtime with their careers, that God really has brought forth a new sound for them and a new music for them. And it seems like it's one of those times for such a time as this. It's just kind of, he's placed the right words with the right artist. What was your song process of picking songs, writing songs?
I mean, it's odd. All of ours are Spanish now, which is, no, I'm kidding. The process, people ask, like, did the message change? And I don't know if it changed from what we've been singing about before. For me, writing most of the lyrics, it's about letting go of your past and not letting fear consume you. And so this one, the not letting fear consume you, absolutely applies now. And so I think if nothing else, it kind of affirmed that the message that we've been kind of preaching for years is appropriate for such a time as this. And so, we definitely, I think the way we intentionally probably, our music changed was, man, in spring when the pandemic hit, man, I was getting every artist out there was doing these really emotional, powerful YouTube videos and sent them out. It was getting heavy, man. It was like watching The Notebook like 11 times a day. And after a while, it's like, man, I don't know if I can take much more. And so that was when we went to the label and just asked if we could release the song Hurry Up and Wait early, just to put it out there, just so we could make a music video that made people laugh. Yeah. And that kind of became our motto on the album was, if it doesn't rip your heart out, make them dance. And so there's a couple of like powerful songs on there, but for the most part, the album definitely grooves, and we'd rather you get caught at a red light dancing when nobody's looking or something like that. So that was a little intentional, was to kind of lean into that more than writing 10 imagines or even ifs or whatever. And so it was a lot of fun to make. It was a blast.
Yeah. And you had 2 special guests on the album?
Yeah.
3, really. Yeah, 3.
All right, tell me about.
Well, we like he was saying, we were trying to make some fun music, and at one point we ended up coming up with a song that was very disco, and we were a little nervous that it wouldn't feel authentic, but the further we got in the album process, we really felt like, man, it just really fit well, and we really needed to put it on. And as we were working through it, one of the producers we were working with had worked with a disco diva, Gloria Gaynor. Yeah. And so I kind of half jokingly said, man, it sure would be cool if we could get Gloria to sing on this. And he was like, I bet she'd do it. And I was like, are you for real? And you actually sang on her gospel record too, so you kind of knew her. And so Chris texted her or emailed her or something, and she jumped right on. She was excited about it. And so, yeah, that was like a career high point to have somebody with such a legacy, be on our record with us. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Then we had Gary LaVox, the lead singer, Rascal Flatts, sang on the song. Met him, I think after the movie maybe, and he was a fan, and he kept telling us he was going to sing on our album. It wasn't, and we're like, okay, and we figured it was like telling somebody in Nashville you're going to lunch. It just didn't happen. But then he kept bringing it up, and I started getting nervous. Like, man, what song is Gary going to sing on? And so, we didn't want to be a power ballad because he does that a lot. And so this song came about. It was like, oh, this would be perfect, and it feels like it was made for him. A song called "Little Love," Then the third one is a song called On Our Way, which features my oldest son, Sam. It's a song he was writing with some friends for an American Idol commercial or something like that, trying to get it on. And I was like, hey man, this song's really, really good. And so we kind of convinced him, like, let's put it on the MercyMe record, but he wasn't going to sing on it. It was just going to be me. And my voice was shot the day I was doing like a demo vocal. And so I had him finish it out. And then the band and the label were like, man, this is really good. We ought to keep him on there. And so it was really cool that they I don't know if I would ever push that on them, but it was really cool that they were like, hey, this would be awesome. And so that's really crazy that I've been in the band long enough to, we were in the band when he was born, and now he's a grown man singing with the band. So that's awesome. But yeah, it turned out great. So that's probably my proudest moment on the album, is singing with him.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what is everyone's favorite song on the album?
Say I Won't, still my favorite.
Probably Let Yourself Be Loved. I love the way that it sounds, and the lyric, I think it's really timely.
I like Brand New right now.
I like Brand New.
Brand New right now?
Yeah,
Right.
Brand New right now.
The Moment is probably my favorite right now. It's just kind of the mood I'm in, I guess. I don't listen. This is about the only time I really do listen to the album a lot before it comes out, just to see if there's anything I would have done differently. But so that's a good question, because I wouldn't know 6 months from now.
And Brand New's the disco song. I'm gonna pick that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, totally.
Now, I normally ask artists when I'm talking to them, what's their favorite lyric they've ever written, and what's a lyric that they wish they had have written. Most of the time, can you guess what I'm told? I can only imagine.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. Yes. I want to know if there's a song out there that you wish that you had have written. It doesn't have to be a Christian song. It can be anything and everything you can possibly think of.
Even if? Oh, wait a minute, you did write that.
Happy birthday?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Birthday, yes.
White Christmas?
Let's go.
Oh, we're not talking financial moves. I got
Yes.
Gosh.
Lyric. Jesus loves me.
Or song.
Yeah. Dang, it's a tough one.
No, Yesterday by the Beatles would probably. I'm not much of a lyricist, but man, that song's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Stole it.
No.
Stole it.
Okay.
Streets. I'm gonna go with Streets.
Wow.
Or the
That's a
Streets.
good one. I would.
What?
Good one.
Good one.
Yeah, I would. Let It Be is one of my favorite songs, so probably one of those, or Hey Jude. It had to be a Beatles song. It had to be.
Or ELO maybe.
Yeah,
You do love you some ELO.
That or Bohemian Rhapsody. But I'd like to write that sober.
Still don't know what those lyrics even mean, but that's fine.
I don't get it.
Now, we like to end our interviews with a message of hope for our viewers. Is there something that you'd like to tell them?
Oh man, yeah. It's just been a crazy season for everybody, and we just hope people have a chance to. If the one thing that we've learned through this pandemic, well, we're kind of forced to learn, is just to slow down and know what it means to find rest and literally be still and know that He's God. And so I just encourage. Hopefully that we can, keep that in mind as we hopefully step back into some sense of normalcy, because I'm sure it could be so easy to get back to this fast pace and as if this didn't happen. And I'm a better person for slowing down and stopping and just dwelling in His presence more. And I'm hoping that people kind of make a habit of it. Would be awesome.
Yeah, well, gentlemen, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank
and
you.
Cannot wait to see everyone's reaction to the whole album. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh, thanks. Glad you like it.
I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
I'm in a nervous phase.
And I'm Jamie for CCM Magazine, and make sure to pick up Inhale Exhale as soon as it comes out by MercyMe.